Welcome back. The results now completely virtually firmed up. BJP at 241 and the Congress touching the century mark. Seems to be stable but still oscillating a little bit here and there. Of course, the NDA at 296. We believe all preparations are on at the BJP headquarters for Prime Minister Modi to come there in the evening, Rishika.
Well, 7 p.m. is when the Prime Minister will in fact be reaching the BJP headquarters. Meanwhile, Veera, we're also expecting a Congress press conference. Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi likely to address a joint press conference, and that's supposed to happen in about half an hour from now at 5:30. So, a lot of hectic
And as you mentioned a bit ago, there has been very, very conciliatory messages going to Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar from the Congress as well. Jairam Ramesh has tweeted saying if India is in power.
Lots of phone calls, some being made public, and I'm sure enough and more not being made public as well. The ones that are being made public, of course, is a strong message being sent out right there. We'll get you the top gainers, top losers. There are some big headlines that are coming out of this very fascinating election. But first up, the headlines. The NDA has survived, the opposition has well revived. The NDA gets a majority, the BJP falls short of the halfway mark by a mile. India bloc puts up an impressive show. The Congress is crossing, or rather touching, 100. Well, this election has shown the return of the regional parties. The Samajwadi Party has emerged as the third largest party. The TMC practically sweeping in West Bengal. The TDP emerging as kingmaker, and Uddhav Sena showing who is the real Sena. Modi cabinet minister speaks to NDTV. Kiran Rijiju says no doubt that the Prime Minister is returning as the PM says Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar.
In politics, in Hindi also you have heard saying, no, Jo Jeeta wo Sikandar.
The TDP wins big in Andhra Pradesh. TDP spectacular show in the polls. Chandrababu Naidu will take oath as the Chief Minister on the 9th of June. All right, well, we'll be playing out for you the Kiran Rijiju interview in just a moment. The first union minister to actually come out and say that, you know, the Prime Minister is indeed going to be the Prime Minister. But before that, quick headlines, lots of quick headlines that are coming in. The BJP is losing in Ayodhya. The candidate, Lalu Singh, has conceded defeat.
You know, I think it's interesting, Rishika. But look, it's a, you know, the BJP, you just mentioned, has fallen short of the 272 mark by a mile. But it's also a mile and a half ahead of the Congress. The Congress number is still between 99 and 100. Remember in 2004, they were at 145 to really form any kind of cohesive, you know, coalition government. So BJP seems to be in pole position, but we will wait and see how the negotiations will play out, which is something we haven't seen over the last decade.
The big upset has been Uttar Pradesh as far as the Saffron party is concerned. So Faizabad there is somewhere where the candidate has now conceded defeat. We know Smriti Irani is lost from Amethi.
That's been a win for the Congress.
Raebareli is a big win for the Congress, and a big upset in the Purvanchal region, which many had thought would be the case. The exit poll numbers clearly didn't pick that up. So Uttar Pradesh is going to be a state that's literally going to be decoded region by region because it has thrown up quite the upset as far as the Saffron party is concerned.
In terms of numbers, the Samajwadi Party may have been the one that's taken the heavy lifting, but I think it's a huge symbolic win for the Congress to take Amethi and Raebareli at the same time.
Well, like I said, the first union minister speaking with NDTV today has posed faith in a Modi-led government. Once again, let's listen in to what Kiran Rijiju has told NDTV.
Mr. Rijiju, sum up for me and my viewers, how do you see the election so far? How do you see the trends that have emerged so far?
Well, in my home state in Arunachal Pradesh, we are completely winning the election as per our expectation. But other states, as being reported by media and the Election Commission website, there seems to be some result or some trend which are totally against what we had expected. But overall, the mood and the support base, if you see the entire NDA, there is a very clear-cut case that Modi ji will become Prime Minister for the third time. And it is a historic moment despite so much of negative campaign by the opposition parties, trying to wipe up the sentiments of different kinds, playing all kind of negative politics, but still Modi's leadership is being cemented, seem to be, by the people of India. So it's a very clear-cut case that Modi ji will become the Prime Minister of India for the third consecutive time.
So big headline there, Mr. Kiran Rijiju, you are giving us. You are the first Union Minister who has come out and openly said that Mr. Narendra Modi is becoming the Prime Minister of India for the third consecutive time. Again, as I said, history being made there. First time, again, after Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's multiple terms, this would be the epoch-making elections. However, Mr. Rijiju, many neutral observers would say that this is at best, and I choose my words carefully here, at best, a mixed bag of a result for you, your party, as in not for you individually, you are scoring a thumping majority, but for your party and the NDA. Would you agree with that summation, Mr. Rijiju?
See, Nikunj, in a democratic setup, we have to follow the norms, whatever is being practiced in a democratic system. And in a democracy, the mandate of the people is the guiding principles for all of us to function. In democracy, it is said that voice of the God is same as voice of the people. So voice of the people means voice of the God. We are guided by the people's decision. So whatever result comes, we will humbly accept and then continue to serve the nation. And remember, Nikunj, we will never have a leader like Modi ji again. And from a precarious economic political condition in 2014, India has emerged as a very strong and stable nation. And today the whole global world look up to India for economic stability. And moreover, inside the country, Modi ji has ushered in an era of peace and prosperity for last 10 years. So the same trend will continue in the future. I am absolutely clear and confident that in Modi ji's third term, India will achieve many more milestones, because in the last 6 decades of Congress and their allies rule in India, they reduced India to a poor nation. India's capacity and ability is much more than what the Congress party has reduced India into. So the third term will ensure that India's growth trajectory will get further momentum, and we are looking forward to serve the nation under the leadership of Modi ji. So let us be very clear that Modi ji will serve the nation again as the Prime Minister for the third time.
Mr. Rijiju, it's interesting that you say that you will continue the reforms or the progressive policies of your government in the third term. However, this will now not be a BJP government. As it stands today, as it stands at this moment at least, you are falling well short of a majority. Now, in that case, Mr. Rijiju, NDA will form the government. There's no, many will say that it will still be a BJP NDA government. But do remember that coalition politics, which will be the NDA politics, will have its own compulsions. And you, Mr. Rijiju, have been a cabinet minister of some very senior portfolios, law minister, prior to that, junior minister in the Ministry of Home Affairs, the most sensitive ministry in the government. Then now you still hold 2 portfolios concurrently. You know the politics that goes inside a cabinet in running the government. How do you see those challenges coming to the fore and play, Mr. Rijiju?
See, if you look at Modi ji's policy as well as his style of functioning, he believes in sabka saath, sabka vikas. It is only opposition parties who are trying to portray in a different manner. Modi ji always takes everybody along. it is Modi ji who said that it is not the battle for BJP alone, it is the NDA. So from the day one, of course, BJP had its own target, but the whole campaign is the NDA family. So it is Modi ji who has brought the entire NDA family together to ensure that India doesn't lose its momentum. The ability of Modi ji to take everybody along, not only political parties. Modi ji takes along everyone, even those who are not in the political system. They are also widely consulted and their confidence are taken into, and then they run the administration. So Modi ji's philosophy of taking along everybody with the spirit of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas is the mantra with which India is going forward. So let us not make any mistake by undermining anything out of this result. And we are waiting for the final result to come. Still the counting process is still going on. But we must always believe that the mandate of the people will be always respected, and India will continue to grow under the leadership of Modi ji. And Modi ji has the ability to make the whole country united to deal with any kind of situation. Some people may try to break the country and create divisions and fissures in the society, but Modi ji believes in Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas.
So you think, Mr. Rijiju, that's an interesting point you make. You think that Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas will now also apply to the political allies. Now let me also put you a political question, Mr. Rijiju. और ये सवाल मैं आपसे हिंदी में पूछूंगा क्योंकि हमारे सहयोगी चैनल NDTV इंडिया जो है वो भी आपके साथ में आपको जोड़ना चाहता है अपने साथ में. मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ मिस्टर रिजिजू, ये देखते हुए कि इस समय आपके जो दो बड़े आखिरी मिनट के अलाइज हैं एक तरह से, जैसे कि चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी जिनसे आपका अलायंस ऑलमोस्ट आखिरी हफ्तों में स्टिच हुआ, उसी तरह से नीतीश कुमार जो इंडिया छोड़ के आपके पास आए, दोनों तकरीबन इतने नंबर्स ला रहे हैं जिनको मिलाकर के आपकी सरकार का काम पूरा हो जाएगा. ये अभी की स्थिति है, अभी की स्थिति के बारे में हम बात कर सकते हैं, शाम तक हो सकता है ये स्थिति बदल जाए. ऐसी स्थिति में आपको लगता है कि कहीं ना कहीं अगर ये एलाइज ना होते तो ये चुनाव आपके हाथ से स्लिप भी कर सकता था?
नहीं, ये इस तरह का आंकलन करना सही नहीं है. अभी तो इलेक्शन रिजल्ट अभी तो आया नहीं, अभी तो ट्रेंड चल रहे हैं और जैसे ट्रेंड आते जाएंगे तो नतीजा भी उसके हिसाब से धीरे धीरे आते रहेंगे. लेकिन मेरा इतना कहना है कि मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में सारा एनडीए ने चुनाव लड़ा और मोदी जी के नेतृत्व को देश ने भरोसा करके फिर से एनडीए को मेजॉरिटी देने का कगार पे है. तो इस पे कोई कंफ्यूजन हम लोगों का मन में नहीं होना चाहिए कि जिस तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने पूरे देश को एकजुट रख करके और हर समाज को साथ में समावित करते हुए सबका साथ सबका विकास के मंत्र से जिस तरीके से 10 साल में एक नई दिशा भारत को दिया है और बहुत मजबूत राष्ट्र के रूप में भारत उभर के आए हैं, तो आगे भी मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में देश और आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे. सब लोग यही चाहेंगे, हम सिर्फ नहीं, हर एक भारतीय यही चाहेंगे कि मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में भारत एक ताकतवर राष्ट्र के रूप में उभर के आएंगे.
कम से कम आपकी ये बात जो सब भारतीय चाहेंगे, वोट परसेंटेज में जरूर दिखाई दे रही है. बीजेपी और 46% के आसपास के वोट शेयर में जा रही है. हालांकि हमें ये भूलना नहीं चाहिए, पहला चुनाव है जिसमें शायद दोनों बड़े धड़े जो हैं वो 40% से ऊपर वोट लेकर के बैठे हैं इस समय तक. मिस्टर रिजिजू, ये एक दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग दैट यू से कि एनडीए के एकजुट होने और एनडीए के मिस्टर मोदी के नेतृत्व में चुनाव लड़ने पे किसी को शक नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि सारे एनडीए ने मिस्टर मोदी के नेतृत्व में चुनाव लड़ा. लेकिन ये बात आपके एलाइज भी मानते हैं क्या मिस्टर रिजिजू?
अरे सब इसमें मानने नहीं मानने का बात ही नहीं है ना. इसमें तो मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में ही हम चुनाव लड़े हैं और मोदी जी हर एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में जाते हैं तो वो सिर्फ वो बीजेपी कैंडिडेट के लिए नहीं, वो एनडीए कैंडिडेट्स के लिए भी उतना ही मोदी जी प्रचार किया है जितना एक बीजेपी का कैंडिडेट के लिए किया है. इसलिए इसमें कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं होना चाहिए और इसमें कुछ लोग तरह तरह का बातें करने का कोशिश करेंगे, इसमें कोई दम नहीं है, क्योंकि एकजुट होकर के एनडीए ने मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में चुनाव लड़ा है. तो मोदी जी के नेतृत्व का तो कोई मुकाबला तो है नहीं देश में. जो आपका जो इंडी गठबंधन है वो तो अभी से लड़ने लग गया है। वो चुनाव में तो आप देखा है, कोई ना पश्चिम बंगाल में साथ है, ना पंजाब में साथ है, ना केरला में साथ है। उनका तो एक कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी गठबंधन है। अब आप केरला में जाके देखिए, वो कांग्रेस और कम्युनिस्ट के बीच में कितना मारकाट है। अब बंगाल में जाइए, कांग्रेस और तृणमूल के बीच में क्या हालत है। पंजाब में जाके देखिए, आम आदमी और कांग्रेस के बीच में कितना गाला गाली चलते हैं। तो उसमें तो कोई अलायंस तो था नहीं, वो तो एक अपॉर्चुनिस्टिक अलायंस बनाया चुनाव के लिए, सिर्फ कुर्सी के लिए। लेकिन एनडीए तो कुर्सी के लिए नहीं, देश बनाने के लिए चुनाव लड़ा है। इसलिए एनडीए में तो आपने देखा नहीं होगा कहीं भी एनडीए के दलों के बीच में कोई कटास हो, कोई मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग, कोई आपस में तालमेल का कोई कमी तो दिखाई नहीं दिया। लेकिन जो इंडिया गठबंधन जो आप लोग कहते हैं, उसमें तो पूरा विरोधाभास है। इसमें तो चुनाव लड़ने से पहले ही वो एक साथ नहीं थे, और आगे तो टूट फूट होकर तो वो तो साथ में काम नहीं कर सकते। वो तो जो परिवारवाद को मानने वाले डायनेस्टिक पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज लोग मिलकर के मोदी जी को गिराने का जो कोशिश किया है, देश तो मानेगा नहीं ना। ऐसा परिस्थिति में देश और मजबूत से मोदी जी का साथ खड़ा होंगे। आप आगे देखते रहिए, मोदी जी किसी भी हालत से भारत का तीसरी बार प्रधानमंत्री बन के देश को बहुत आगे ले जाएंगे। और
ये इंटरेस्टिंग है मिस्टर रिजिजू दैट यू ब्रिंग मी टू दिस पॉइंट ऑफ डायनेस्टीज इन उत्तर प्रदेश, in the state where it is said that decides the political future of India. Heir of Mr. Mulayam Singh and Samajwadi Party's young leader Akhilesh Yadav has certainly stunned BJP. And you have a state government there. BJP was banking on Ram Temple as well to put wind in its sails. What has gone wrong, Mr. Rijiju? Many people will say that, the Uttar Pradesh results are completely diametrically opposite to what you people were expecting all along.
No, it is difficult to analyze the result right now because it is only the election trend which are coming. Let the result come, and party leadership will look into all the things, because election is not one time. Election is a continuous process. We have municipal election, panchayat elections, then Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha. So in India, we have a vibrant democracy which keeps on having different kind of elections, and it gives different result at different time. But what I'm saying is the fundamental point where NDA has gone to this election with a complete understanding as a team, whereas the India Alliance they just formed a group without any kind of understanding or any kind of similarities. They are opportunistic parties coming together for the sake of occupying the power. So there's a huge difference between NDA and the India Alliance. You can't compare. I won't even call India Alliance as a proper former alliance, because they are fighting each other before election, now and the future also.
They are fighting amongst each other, and NDA expanded at the last moment. We saw probably the largest number of parties joining NDA before the NDA finally took its latest shape. But Mr. Rijiju, an alliance will remain an alliance, and one will have to keep in mind that the alliances perform quite differently from what a single party or single party majority government performs. However, my question to you is slightly different. My question to you, Mr. Rijiju, is that many people, including the pollsters, had written off the regional parties. In the northeast also, Sikkim saw the massive mandate for a regional party. In the entire country also, we are almost seeing the resurgence of regional parties, be it Andhra, be it Uttar Pradesh, be it some other North Indian states even put together. Do you think that India is now going back to a coalition era? Many neutral observers are saying that this is the return of coalition era. Do you agree with that summation, Mr. Rijiju, or would you have differing views on that?
Nikunj, as I had said earlier, before the final result is out, it is difficult for me or for anybody to make a political analysis of the ongoing election result. In a way, you know, different states have different sentiments and different compositions and different political formations. So in some areas, regional parties are strong. In many areas, national parties are strong. But one thing is very clear, that BJP is today the only pan-India national party. Congress is, reduced to a very insignificant party in many of the states and union territories. So if you see that it's only because of Modi ji's leadership that the party has grown, from north and western centric party to pan-India party now. So I'm very proud as a member of Bharatiya Janata Party that today we have a party and a prime minister under whose leadership the country is standing unitedly and also marching ahead as a proud nation. So let us not mix up about the leadership and some of the regional parties winning some of the seats in the some pockets of our country. But overall, you can ask anybody. It is across the country where people believe that Modi ji is the only national leader today who can fulfill the aspiration of the people of India.
Mr. Rijiju, before I let you go, I know you are a busy man today. You will have to not only track the results of your own constituency, but entire Northeast and then some of your cabinet colleagues as well. Before I let you go, let me ask you one question. One question that is in the mind, or rather topmost in the minds of many, and one question that some people are trying to answer on their own. Do you think this entire slogan of Ab ki baar 400 par somehow was taken into a zone which made it as if there is something completely negative aligned to it, and that boomeranged on your party, Mr. Rijiju?
No, this kind of assessment and this kind of observation may not be true, because the winning and losing of elections are because of many reasons. Many things can be attributed to election victory as well as election loss. But because the expectation was so high, so people may think that, okay, the NDA has not crossed 400. But NDA is winning the election. That is a big thing. In politics, in Hindi also you have heard saying, no, jo jita wo Sikandar. So winning election as a as a true Democrat, as a person, as a citizen of this country, we believe in fighting the election in the true spirit of democracy, and we will go by the mandate of the people. So let us not go into deep analysis of the election right now, because most of the seats are still showing the trend. It's not the final result yet. So let us wait for some more time.
Very much, Mr. Rijiju. Mr. Rijiju says, Jo jeeta wahi Sikandar, and he says, let's wait for a final word on the elections, which will crystallize. Thank you very much, as always, Mr. Rijiju. Kind and nice of you to join NDTV.
Thank you.
Right. We also have Congress Minister in Karnataka, Dinesh Gundu Rao. Rishika, there are two Gandhinagars. One which is Amit Shah's Gandhinagar, the other which is Dinesh Gundu Rao's Gandhinagar Assembly constituency in Bengaluru Central. Not while the Congress has done possibly its best performance since 2004 in Karnataka, Dinesh, not the numbers that you all expected at the end of the day, and the big disappointment is Bengaluru rural losing.
Yeah, of course, we were obviously looking for a slightly bigger number, somewhere in the range of 12 to 15 was what we had realistically thought that we would be able to do. But I think there are a couple of factors. One is, I think the alliance of BJP and JDS has helped each other, and in the old Mysore region especially, since both of them came together, some of these seats we were not able to win because of that alliance. But apart from that, I think overall, if you look at it, it's a good result for the Congress. We have been able to increase our seats. Last time we had just one. This time we have reached 9. and hopefully, this will be it has given us a boost. I'm not saying that we are elated at the result, but we are also, I think, satisfied also. Overall, I think, this has been an election which has been a hard, it's a hard battle. We fought it hard, and we were up against all odds. You know how for the last 10 years the central government has been functioning, and how we had to, turn off. We've been said that it's over. This election is done and dusted. But I think the people of India have given a strong message. They have rejected the authoritarian regime of the Prime Minister Modi, and I think this augurs well for India's democracy, and democracy is going to thrive and survive. I think that's a good thing.
I just want to ask you a quick follow-up question. The numbers as they stand right now, the NDA is falling short of the 300 mark. This is, of course, with health warnings that it's 530. We're waiting for the final election commission numbers. But it is the alliances that is really holding the BJP to that number where it's reaching 300. Do you believe, had you played the alliance game better, these alliances could have been propelling the India bloc to a victory today?
Basically having Nitish Kumar and Chandrababu Naidu on your side.
Basically.
No, I'm saying what happened with Bihar is a very complicated situation. Why Nitish Ji did it and what are the reasons, I think that has been discussed, and whatever, it's not because of Congress that Nitish Ji left, but for whatever reason, you have to ask him. But ultimately, all these things can be analyzed at a later stage, I suppose. Because yes, Andhra Pradesh, it is essentially what Jagan Reddy has got is what the Congress has got. That is the vote bank that he holds. I think in a way this is good for the Congress in Andhra Pradesh because it opens up Andhra Pradesh for us now. And that vote bank which was captured by Jagan, I think Congress can rework itself now in regaining that vote bank. And I think a good result for Chandrababu Naidu ji. I mean, he's been facing the onslaught of the authoritarianism of Jagan Reddy also in Andhra Pradesh, and people have rejected Jagan Reddy there. So all these things can be discussed, I think, later. But overall, yes, we were expecting more seats in Bihar. We were expecting maybe a few more seats in Madhya Pradesh. And we've done well in the south. Otherwise, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, we've held on. So I think Congress, what was once ruled out, we are back in the fray. We are touching triple figures, and Rahul Ji's victory in Uttar Pradesh, and I think this has got. I think one of the messages which I feel is that last 10 years we have seen that there's been a huge divisive kind of politics. What I would say, the message for the people is India and Bharat are one.
Okay.
Don't make it India versus Bharat or Bharat versus India.
I believe Ankit also has a guest joining him. Ankit. Thank you
that's
very
a very
much.
important point that you make there, Dinesh. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's go across to Ankitya.
All right. In fact, we are being joined at this moment by Mr. Dipender Hooda. He fought the election from Rohtak. Mr. Hooda, first of all, congratulations on your own victory and remarkable performance of the Congress party, not just in Haryana, sir, but all across board. 100 after 10 years for the Congress, at least that's what the numbers suggest.
Thank you. Thank you for your wishes. I'd like to thank all the people of my constituency, Rohtak Parliamentary Constituency, for showering their blessings on the Congress party and me. At the moment, I am ahead by 3,25,000 votes, and counting is still going on, so our lead may increase. I would also like to thank all the people of Haryana. We have won already 5 seats, 2 seats. Counting is going on. BJP is ahead, but we are still hoping that something may happen there at the last leg of counting. And BJP has won 3 seats. That's the situation in Haryana at the moment. So we are ahead in vote share in Haryana. We are leading on more assembly seats. Out of 90 assembly seats of Haryana, we are leading in 52 seats. We have led in 52 seats. So that just shows you what will happen in the assembly election 2-3 months down the line.
Absolutely.
And I'm also thankful to all the people of India for showing faith in the Congress party.
Let me ask you.
Let
me very quickly ask you just one question about Haryana, then about the Hindi heartland, where it's been a remarkable story as far as this election is concerned. For Haryana, like you said, these are indication as far as the Vidhan Sabha election is supposed to come. It's in just 3 months from now. But for the Lok Sabha election, what are the issues that you think have clicked with the people? It was a prestige battle for you as well. You lost the last election. This was a comeback of sorts for you and for your party as well.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm thankful to the people of my constituency. Last time, I had secured 48% votes and I lost the election by 7,000, which was the highest vote share that any opposition party candidate could secure in North India. But still, I lost the election. It was a very narrow election result. So this time, I think, the kind of margin with which people have elected me, I think I'm so thankful that I don't have words. I will always stand with my people till my last breath. I can say that. See, in Haryana, the implication is very simple. Last time, Congress's vote share was 28% in the Lok Sabha. But still, we gave a very close fight in the Vidhan Sabha, which were held 6 months later. We led only in 11 assembly segments out of 90. But still, we managed 31 seats and BJP could only manage 41 seats. This time, our vote share has jumped from 28% to 45%. And we are leading in 52 assembly segments. Already, the Saini government has lost strength in Vidhan Sabha. 3 MLAs during the course of Lok Sabha elections, they withdrew their support from the Saini government and had given their support, letter of support to Shri Bhupender Singh Hooda ji. So, and the Congress party.
Okay.
So you can, so Haryana, this government has already lost confidence in Vidhan Sabha, and today they have also lost confidence of the people, where more people have voted for the Congress party.
The whole Jat versus non-Jat politics that we had seen, or at least the narrative that was built. Do you think now this result, at least, and going forward in the assembly election, that puts a stop to this kind of a politics? Are you getting support from all sections of the society, not from a particular section that the BJP usually charges the Congress with?
People have voted out the politics of BJP, politics of divide and rule. BJP has sought to divide people based on religion, caste, language. People have in Haryana decisively voted against that politics. I myself have 9 assembly segments. Each assembly segment has different caste composition, and I'm leading from all 9. So I think the people have decided that enough is enough as far as this divide and rule cannot go on forever. People also have voted against the arrogance of BJP.
Okay.
ये भाजपा के घमंड को अपनी वोट की चोट से घमंड को तोड़ने का काम लोगों ने किया है।
जी।
भाजपा की जो है जाति धर्म की राजनीति पे वोट की चोट से प्रहार लोगों ने किया। और अगर केंद्र की बात करें, राष्ट्रीय परिप्रेक्ष्य में इसको देखें, तो मैं बधाई देना चाहता हूं राहुल गांधी जी को, जिन्होंने अंत तक मेहनत करी। जबकि राहुल गांधी जी हमेशा, मैं आपकी व्यक्तिगत बात नहीं करूंगा, लेकिन ये जो आज मीडिया है, जो कहीं ना कहीं भाजपा से प्रभावित होने का जिसपे आरोप लगता रहता है, उस भाजपा से प्रभावित मीडिया के निशाने पे रहे। लेकिन उन्होंने दिन रात मेहनत करी, देश के एक छोर से दूसरे छोर तक वो पहुंचे, और 5 साल उन्होंने न्याय की लड़ाई लड़ी। तो आज मैं समझता हूं कि राहुल जी को और कांग्रेस के नेतृत्व को बहुत-बहुत मैं बधाई भी देना चाहता हूं।
Like you're talking about the national big picture, before I let you go, the remarkable turnaround, at least for the Congress party and the opposition, has been the Hindi heartland states. If you talk about Uttar Pradesh, Haryana has also contributed to that. Though the BJP seems to be coming back with the NDA in part, are you seeing a certainty as far as the BJP is concerned with coming back to the power, or is the Congress still open to business? Is the Congress trying to form the government with these numbers as well?
See, it's a moral defeat for the BJP. आज बीजेपी की नैतिक हार हो चुकी है, और मैं समझता हूं कि राजनीति तो परिस्थितियों का ही खेल है। तो क्या होगा भविष्य के गर्भ में है, ये सारे जो प्रश्न आप पूछ रहे हैं। लेकिन आज कांग्रेस की जीत हुई, और मुझे इस बात की खुशी है कि हिंदी पूरे हार्टलैंड में सबसे अगर अच्छा प्रदर्शन रहा है तो वो हरियाणा का और उत्तर प्रदेश का प्रदर्शन रहा है। हिंदी पूरे हार्टलैंड में भाजपा से मैं समझता हूँ दोनों प्रदेशों में भाजपा से ऊपर आए हम लोग, तो ये बहुत ही शुभ संकेत है भविष्य के लिए। और मैं आपने जैसा कहा कि एक टर्न अराउंड, और टर्न अराउंड के साथ साथ मैं समझता हूँ इस बात पे भी आत्ममंथन होना चाहिए, ये एग्जिट पोल क्या था, ये जो है हमें धरातल पे जो समझ में आ रही थी वो एग्जिट पोल वालों को क्यों नहीं दिख पा रही थी,
राइट।
ये भी एक प्रश्न चिन्ह लगेगा आने वाले दिनों में। मगर हमें उम्मीद है, देखिए आगे आगे देखें होता है क्या। ये नैतिक हार भाजपा की हो चुकी है। और अब संख्या का जो है राजनीतिक परिस्थितियों का खेल है, और अब संख्या बल के आधार पर आगे बढ़ेगी चर्चा।
Mr. Huda, thank you so much. Hoping to see you soon in the national capital after, in fact, you are back from Rohtak. Thank you for speaking to us here on NDTV. These are some live visuals which are coming in at this moment from the Congress headquarters. Rahul Gandhi along with Priyanka Gandhi, all smiles there at this moment, and they have a reason to smile after 10 years. Congress at least touching that 100 mark. With that, we are slipping into a short break. News and updates continue here on NDTV.
All right, welcome back. In a short while from now, the Congress party is going to be addressing a press conference, Veera, at the Congress headquarters in the national capital. We just had those visuals of Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, all smiles, marching into the Congress headquarters. So remains to be seen what they're going to say. But we have Manisha Priyam with us in the studios, and RP Singh, spokesperson of the BJP, joining us as well.
You know, Manisha, and Mr. RP Singh, I think at the end of the day, the number that you're looking at is that 238 of the BJP that's flashing on the screen, and the Congress at 100 right now, and the NDA is at 290. Isn't this, you know, are these the numbers? Which is the more important number for you? The NDA number now or the BJP's number now? I think he's lining himself up right now. Manisha, as you see that number on the screen, 238 and 290, 238 for the BJP, 290, and Congress getting a symbolic touch at 100, but it's dropping to 99 once in a while.
I think now for the Congress, that symbolic 100 will mean just so much. You know, they are right there at the doorsteps of 100. They haven't seen double digits in such a long time, over a decade now. This will be very important for them. But for the Congress, a reassurance that Rahul Gandhi's strategy of being on the streets, raising the issues of people, no matter what, and building what has been called the narrative, that's really paid off. And I believe very much that they've been able to bring in the issues of Samvidhan, Kisan and Naujawan to the center stage of the Hindi heartland politics that had till now been only analyzed within restricted frames of Mandal and Kamandal. So political discussion has moved ahead. These numbers mean so much for India's poor, those of them who are demographically concentrated in the large Hindi heartland states.
Right. It's an important point that you make there.
Speaking of Hindi heartland states, RP Singh, spokesperson of the BJP, is also with us. RP Singh, a quick reaction from you as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned. I think that's the big upset for the BJP. You have some pretty big losses there, including Faizabad, where your candidate has actually conceded defeat. That's where that's the constituency of Ayodhya. Smriti Irani has lost from Amethi. How are you looking at Uttar Pradesh particularly? Is it a big disappointment for you?
Well, we'll analyze it. Results have just come in. Within the next few days, we'll analyze and see what is the real reason. Yes, results are upsetting, but you see it other way around. I mean, see our results in Odisha, see our results in Andhra Pradesh. We have made a strong inroad in Andhra Pradesh. We are going to be part of the government there. We are forming the government in Odisha. So there are negatives and there are positives both in this election. We were known as the party of North. Today we are party of North, East, South, West, all part of the country put together. And we have won a seat in Kerala also. So yes, there are negatives. Yes, Uttar Pradesh has upset us, but there are positives also.
Rabu has brought us good luck, beta.
All right. Well, it's very interesting what you're saying in terms of your successes in the south versus your introspection in the Hindi heartland. So over to Maria now. She has a guest with her.
Senior Congress leader from the state of Uttar Pradesh is joining us live. Salman Khurshid, really appreciate your time. You have reasons to celebrate today, Mr. Khurshid. Certainly, the biggest cheer and the biggest numbers for your party and the India bloc is coming from your state of Uttar Pradesh.
Well, certainly, I know, but celebration is a very difficult word. After the experience that we've had for 10 years, to get a sense of respite, get a sense of relief is how I would describe it. Not really a celebration, but of course in the common parlance, we often talk about celebration when we achieve something that hasn't been coming for a long time. So celebration to that extent, yes, but for me, it's more a sense of relief.
Sense of relief, yes. And if we were to look at these numbers, the Congress right now is standing at 100, which means that it's a surprise number. None of the pollsters gave you this number. Would you say that, whatever said and done, it's the opposition that is led by the BJP which is forming the government? But still, you have done a much better performance than many gave you a chance of.
Well, thank you, but I would say that that's a sense of relief as well. Again, that somebody thought that we should be written off completely. We were quite certain that we were going to do much better than what was being described as the outcome of the exit polls. We were on the ground. We had travelled. We had talked to people. And we certainly felt that the situation was much better for us. Of course, there was a little bit of doubt because, we'd been battered so much for the last 10 years that there was a doubt. Is there really possibility that something like this will happen? We often thought about it. But there was determination and there was an enormous amount of enthusiasm that was an outcome of what Mr. Rahul Gandhi's campaign had done, how his yatras had worked for us and how it had injected a new sort of spirit amongst ordinary people. So all said and done, I think we've got a great deal of what we deserved, and it also brings a mighty challenge on how do we take this forward, because we did very well in 2009 and we lost the initiative in those 5 years. So what exactly is necessary for us to do so that this initiative and the drive that we've got out of this election
All right.
result.
Mr. Khurshid, really appreciate your time. In fact, your party president, Mr. Kharge, is speaking at the Congress headquarters. We are going straight to it.
Respected Madam Sonia Gandhi ji, Rahul Gandhi ji, Priyanka Gandhi ji, और इस मंच पे बैठे हुए हमारे पार्टी के सभी नेतागण, आज जो देश में चुनाव के रिजल्ट आए हैं, ये मैं तो पहले कहूंगा, ये जो रिजल्ट है जनता की रिजल्ट है और ये जनता की जीत है और लोकतंत्र की जीत है। हम पहले से यही कह रहे थे कि ये लड़ाई हमारी मोदी वर्सेस जनता है, लोग हैं। तो 18वीं लोकसभा के चुनाव में हम विनम्रता से जनमत को स्वीकार करते हैं। इस बार जनता ने किसी एक दल को पूर्ण बहुमत नहीं दिया, खासकर सत्ताधारी दल भाजपा ने एक व्यक्ति, एक चेहरे के नाम पर वोट मांगा। अब ये स्पष्ट हो गया है कि ये मैंडेट मोदी जी के खिलाफ गया है। ये उनकी राजनीतिक और नैतिक हार है। जो व्यक्ति बार बार अपने नाम से ही हर जगह वोट मांगते थे, उनकी ये बहुत बड़ी हार है और नैतिक दृष्टि से ये तो उनको बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हुआ है। आप जानते हैं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी और हमारे इंडिया गठबंधन से बहुत प्रतिकूल माहौल में चुनाव लड़ा। सरकारी मशीनरी ने कदम कदम पर अवरोध डाला, बैंक खाते सीज करने से लेकर तमाम नेताओं के खिलाफ अभियान चलाया। फिर भी शुरू से आखिर तक कांग्रेस पार्टी का कैंपेन सकारात्मक था, पॉजिटिव था। हमने महंगाई, बेरोजगारी, किसानों और मजदूरों की बदहाली और संविधान संस्थाओं का दुरुपयोग जैसे विषयों को केंद्रीय मुद्दा बनाकर हम जनता के सामने गए थे। इन मुद्दों पर बड़ी संख्या में लोग हमसे जुड़े, हमारा समर्थन किया। प्रधानमंत्री ने जिस तरह का कैंपेन किया वो इतिहास में लंबे समय तक याद रखा जाएगा। कांग्रेस के घोषणा पत्र के बारे में मोदी जी ने जो झूठ फैलाया, जनता ने उसे समझ लिया। मैं इस मौके पर कहना चाहूंगा कि श्री राहुल गांधी जी की दोनों यात्राएं, भारत जोड़ो यात्रा और भारत जोड़ो न्याय यात्रा के दौरान लाखों करोड़ों लोगों को मिलना, लोगों की समस्याओं को सुनना और आगे चलकर उन समस्याओं का हल ढूंढना हमारे कैंपेन का आधार बना। हमने इसी को 5 न्याय और 25 गारंटी का नाम दिया और इसी के आधार पर हमने गारंटी कार्ड बनाया। हमारे कार्यकर्ता उसे लेकर घर घर पहुंचे और लोगों को संपर्क करें। इसके अलावा जो एक महत्वपूर्ण बात है वो भाजपा नेतृत्व की अहंकार की वजह से हुई। उन्होंने धीरे धीरे सारे संवैधानिक संस्थाओं के ऊपर गैर कानूनी तरीके से कब्जा करने की कोशिश की। फिर इनका उपयोग विरोधी दल के खिलाफ करने लगे। जो दब गया उसे दबा के अपने तरफ लिया, जो नहीं दबे उसकी पार्टी को तोड़ दिया, नहीं तो फिर जेल में डाल दिया। लोगों को ये विश्वास हो गया था कि मोदी जी को एक मौका और मिला तो अगला हमला संविधान पर सीधा होगा और लोकतंत्र पर होगा। इसीलिए लोगों को इसके प्रमाण नए संसद सत्र के साथ ही दिखेंगे। खुशी इस बात की है कि भाजपा इस षड्यंत्र में अब सफल नहीं हो पाएगी। मैं इस अवसर पर सीपीपी चेयरपर्सन श्रीमती सोनिया गांधी जी, हमारे लोकप्रिय नेता राहुल गांधी जी, प्रियंका गांधी जी का विशेष मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं। और इन्होंने दिन रात बराबरी से पूरे देश में कैंपेन किया और हमें एक मजबूत स्थिति में पहुंचाने के लिए भारी मदद इन्होंने की। और मैं ये कहूँगा कि इनके वजह से हमको बहुत बड़ा प्रोत्साहन देश में मिला और आज ये स्थिति जो बनी है उनके वजह से बनी। और हमारे करोड़ों कार्यकर्ता जो है देश में, उन्होंने भी हमारा साथ दिया। इसीलिए मैं बहुत बहुत उनको धन्यवाद देता हूं। आखिर मैं इंडिया गठबंधन के अपने सभी साथियों और शुभचिंतकों का धन्यवाद करता हूं। सभी एक साथ मिलकर एक स्वर में रहे, सभी ने मिलकर प्रचार किया और एक दूसरे की मदद की। हमारे हजारों लाखों कार्यकर्ताओं ने अच्छे तालमेल के साथ काम किया। आप सभी का धन्यवाद। अभी हमारी लड़ाई अंजाम तक नहीं पहुंची है। हम सबको आने वाले दिनों में इसी तरह लोगों के अधिकारों के लिए, संविधान की रक्षा के लिए, लोकतंत्र के बचाव के लिए, देश की तरक्की के लिए, सीमाओं पर सुरक्षा के लिए लड़ते रहना चाहेंगे। हमें सुनिश्चित करना होगा कि संसद सुचारू रूप से चले, विपक्ष के मुद्दों को प्राथमिकता मिले, संसद में उन पर बहस हो। आने वाले दिन महत्वपूर्ण होंगे। हम आपसे बात करेंगे जब कभी भी मौका मिले।